Papa?
Hey, buddy. I didn't mean to wake you.
You missed dinner.
I know. Baba had to work late. Do you want a story before you go back to sleep?
Sure.
Let me think. Okay. Once, a long time ago, there was an old fisherman who lived by a great dark sea. Every day, the tide would rush in and wash away the footprints on the shore, erasing everything that had been there. The fisherman was afraid. He knew that one day the sea would come for him too, and the world would forget that he had ever lived. So instead of leaving footprints in the sand, he spent his nights carving stories. Everything he had ever seen, everything he had loved, into small, smooth pieces of jade. When he was very old, he gave the jade stone to his son, and his son kept it safe and then gave it to his daughter. And the sea kept washing the shore clean, erasing the world over and over. But the fisherman lived forever because his memories were safe in the hands of the people he loved.
What does it mean, Papa?
Well, it means even if the world forgets, even if the waves wash the shore clean, as long as I have you, and you remember me, part of me will always be here.
I'll remember.
I know you will. Alright, go back to sleep and I'll definitely be here when you wake up, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Can you roll sand for Madison for me?
Sure. It's a 59. I don't know what hers is.
Can you give me a d6?
1.
Lovely. All right. You were calling Agent Madison, right? Yeah, she picks up on the first ring. Moorison, what have you got for me?
Hey, I sent you all those papers. Did you look at that?
Yeah, I fucking did.
And what happened?
This op happened. I went and dug through the archives. I was able to pull up an execution date on Hilo Legacy, but there's no documentation indicating a resolution or anything to back it up.
I
It
think
seems
the
like something
resolution
bad
may
is
be
going-
coming
Yep.
now. We are at insert Roger's address here, and there are probably police on their way. Is there any way you could divert them for a day or two? Ideally?
A day?
Yeah, I know, that's a
yeah.
big ask.
What
I'll
are
take
they,
what you can
what are they
give me,
looking
but-
for? What's going on?
There were shots fired, all
okay.
inside. I don't think there were any witnesses. It was basically just
Okay.
a neighborhood with the sound of gunshots,
Okay.
like 20
Yeah.
gunshots.
20?
It was a full auto situation. Don't focus on the
Jesus
problem.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I know. You know how things go.
Okay. Yes, I will slow them down. I'll tell you what. Meet me at Lake Union Park tomorrow, and we can go over what we've got. No. Yes. Please do that. Christ.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Grab a Sharpie.
Okay.
Write it on your
Yes.
arm.
All right.
Lake Union
Done.
tomorrow. Meet
I've already
Moorison.
done it.
Okay, excellent.
I will see you. Meet me there at 10 a.m. And
Excellent. 10 a.m.
I
Lake
will.
Union.
Do you have any information about what is happening?
Yeah, it seems like there was a creature, some kind of worms that came through a portal, infested a kid. We tried to destroy it, but we weren't able to. It escaped into the bay. And it seems to be moving around, causing people to forget things and also committing crimes. Actually, here, let me give you some information about some of those crimes. And I snapped 2 pictures, like the notes you sent us of all the
Sure.
addresses, and I send that to her. I'm like, stuff like this. There could be more. This is all we know about currently. We're going to try to
Okay.
track this thing down and kill it with some kind of weird gas that Miles knows about.
Okay.
But
All
we
right.
need time.
I'll get the police off your back. Is there anything else I can get for you?
I look around. Anyone else need anything?
Yeah, I think this whole time Mull has been on his phone. I think he's half listening to these phone conversations, but I think he's been on his phone with the map out, just like scrutinizing the addresses. So I don't think he's going to ask any more questions, but I think he maybe wants to bring some stuff up.
I say, Madison, one last thing, and I snap a picture of the forgetting ward, and I send it to her. I'm like, Liam says that if we brand ourselves with this or like cut it into our bodies or whatever, we will be able to remember everything for a month. Don't know if it's true, but, something to look into. Maybe it'll help.
How reliable does this information seem to you?
I mean, he seems to know what's going on, and I don't know how, apart from he says this works, and he's got a lot of them on there.
You hear her take a deep breath. Okay. All right.
Sweet. Well, see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.
He's gonna send somebody to kill us.
Yeah, we're all like on the list of like gonna be killed.
Okay, we have a Teddy to call.
All righty. You dial up that number.
Yeah, bring.
Who is doing this phone call? And is it on speaker?
Well, yeah, Miles nominated me as the most melanin deficient.
Sure.
I sound like it could be in the IRA. I got an angle.
Yeah, I think that makes the most amount of sense.
Does it?
I'm plus or minus on if Mull would want to try to take over this or not. I'm torn in two separate ways. In one way, he obviously thinks he is, in the ultimate control here of everything. In the other, I think he's somewhat removed from the situation itself in that megalomania and doing things. So, Magpie, are you sure you don't need somebody a higher power backing you on this? I'm happy to give him a ring too. Or we could double team it. You could be my kind of associate, my cleric if you think that would work. I could lead.
An acolyte of sorts.
Yeah, an acolyte. He looks away, stares off.
Look, you seem excited about it. I'm not about to get in your way.
Cool. Let's go. Cool. I think Mull then gives him a call.
Speaker?
Yeah, speaker for sure.
Okay.
I think right before he calls, he's like, as acolyte, pointing at each of you. I want you to know that for this call, you have my permission to speak up as much as you need, okay? Ring, ring.
Ring. Yeah, it picks up after a couple of rings. Hello?
Teddy, my son, how are you?
Who is this?
Well, this is Mull. Mull, I'm a friend of sorts. A friend to us all, really. One of my acolytes. And...
Click.
It seems that the phone, it's not dead, but he's not on it anymore. I don't know what happened.
Liam already has a connection with this guy. Maybe we just let Liam call him? Liam was already going to give him the stuff. I don't know if we need to make this more complicated.
That's a good idea I just had. Liam, go ahead, give him a call.
Call who?
Teddy.
Hey, are the forgetful worms getting you, bud? Come on. I give you a little slap on the cheek.
You're getting the Foz gene? You have to expose her.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
I assume
I'll
he
call.
gives it to us in a container and we take it somewhere. All right, sweet.
Okay. And Teddy enters the number that he reads off the Post-it note. And he puts it on speaker because I'm about to do a little play for you guys, I guess.
Yep, this is always the worst as the GM.
I position myself next to Mull so I can put my hand over his mouth if he starts to talk.
I like it. All right.
No, you can't have it. Oh, you drive a hard bargain.
So, Miles would bail you out, Liam. Miles is like, hey, I'm a physicist and a chemical engineer. Just start the conversation. I can take it over. Thank you.
Yeah, and he hits the button and the phone picks up. Hello? Hey, Teddy. It's me. Listen, I need phosgene. Okay. I've still got 3 cylinders prepped. Is it going down? Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna send 4 people to pick it up. They are going to be... What are you driving? What are you driving?
Do we still have our black van? I don't remember. Yeah.
We have the shitty van stolen.
I thought the shitty stolen van was on San Juan Island.
We've had 2 shitty vans. Madison gave us the shitty van
Yeah,
as well.
Okay.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, the spray painted gray
yes.
minivan.
Oh yes. They're gonna show up to the drop-off point in a van. It's gray. It's primered. Stolen. What's the cost? 6,000. Okay, we'll have it ready. Bye. Click.
Mull, can you get us 6,000 quickly?
6,000 is but a drop in the ocean for one like myself.
You will have to make an accounting check in order to avoid reducing a bond.
I'm going to roll that now. I think he gets on his phone and just starts trading shit back and forth, basically. Ought 4 on a 70.
Yeah, you can do this zero trouble. You can walk to an ATM right now and pull it.
Fuck yeah.
Roger receives coordinates as a text message, not an encrypted message of any sort, as an SMS text.
Okay.
They appear to be to outside of Yakima, Washington. So it's like a street address.
Guess we're going to Yakima. I'll pull Moorison aside and say,
buddy.
hey, do you think this brand thing would work on Mull if we let Liam do this? Like, do you think that would help snap him out of whatever's going on here with him?
Do you think he's this way because of, the memory stuff specifically? Or do you think it's an organic, response to all the stress he's been under?
Yeah, maybe it's the stress, but it's just something to think about. We have to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, if one of us is going to try it to see if it helps us keep from losing our memories, maybe he's a good first test subject.
Yeah, and I think we could sell it as some sort of scripture nonsense that he would want on his body anyway.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. He doesn't...
Oh, good.
He seems to have a tenuous grasp of biblical knowledge at best, so I think convincing him this is some kind of prophecy that the coming Savior must fulfill, probably pretty easy.
Glad we're on the same page about it. Liam, so you need to finish making that brand. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do we need to babysit you, Liam? Do you need somebody to stay here?
No?
Why don't you get started on that right now? Is that okay? Can you...
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to write down this as you're doing it. Is that okay? You just show me your system really quick, and I'm going to write it all down for you.
Okay. Well, I gotta go buy some wax. What are you?
Okay. I write down he needs to buy wax.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. Put at the very, 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 very top of that list, refresh the sign.
Okay.
I need to do that, and I need to do it tonight, or else I'm gonna forget again.
I'll walk over to the table where that bloody knife was, pick it up, and hand it to him. Say, you refresh the sign right now. We're gonna take off.
Okay. Are you writing the list?
Keep going. Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna buy some wax, and I'm gonna use a hot plate and a needle tool to shape the wax into a plate with an inverse of the sign. I'm gonna make sure to leave a ring at the back where I can put it on, I don't know, a handle of some sort. And I'm gonna make a sand casting out in the back. I should have it ready for you in a day or two.
Yeah, I write it all down and then I take a picture of what I wrote.
Hey, listen, I can put the sign on you.
Yeah,
Listen
that's why
me.
I'm doing this, just to make sure it happens. I want the sign on me, definitely. And I'll clap him on the side of the shoulder.
Do you want it now?
No, I don't want it now.
Okay. Any of you?
Mull is staring at everybody, trying to see what everyone else is doing. Seeing that Miles said no, I think he's probably looking towards Moorison. And
You're
just
muted,
is
Moorison.
watching.
Mull, with you kind of being the leader and sort of our, the
Spiritual
one,
center,
the son.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it would only be right if you went first to show us the way.
Yes, that is why I'm here, is it not? Sounds
It
fire.
is.
Let's do it.
Okay. Where do you want it? We'll do it now.
Well, and he pulls up his shirt. So he takes off his suit jacket, pulls up his shirt. On his back, he's got really inappropriate Yakuza art that he had drawn. Yeah.
He's got big old Japanese dragon tattoo.
Yeah. Just not appropriate in any way, shape, or form. He has that, and he's like, I guess you could tap me up back here. Maybe put it maybe the dragon can have this tattoo itself, and it can kind of be
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And here, you'll want to lay down for this. And he hands you a belt.
This is to bite down on?
Yeah, you're going to want it.
Yeah, I've done this before. And he puts the belt in his mouth. Actually, he doesn't. He's like, I've done this before. I don't need this. And then he kind of puts it next to him.
Yeah, he looks skeptical, but he starts disinfecting the tools. That knife, it's not a knife. It's a very fine V-groove chisel we're going to get. Yeah, he gets started on Mull's back. What do you think, Mull? To not scream as somebody takes the time to carve a symbol out of your back. Is that going to be power or constitution? I'll let you pick.
Yeah, I think that's probably... So, here's how I am thinking of this, is that he is... I'm going to obviously go constitution because my power fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I do think that he's thinking of this as like, he at least walks in being like, oh, I'll be fine. Like, this is, it's my belief that I'll be fine. So, and then I think maybe, let's roll it and see, because I do think that there is at least a part of Mull that isn't fully out there in the megalomania enough that if he started like screaming really, he would grab the belt and try to put it in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
These are like your 40 lashes with the cat of nine tails.
Yeah, it is. This is my crucible I have to go through. 73 on a 50.
Okay.
There are... Luck? Ooh, I don't know if I want to spend it here. Do I want to spend it here?
I don't think you do. I think you wimp out and grab the belt, and that's that.
That sounds great.
Yeah, you fold the belt. He carves the first groove in your back. It's maybe 3 inches long, and you go, nope. And you fold the belt, and you put it in your jaws, and you scream around it for the rest of the... Give me a D4.
I think we hear him say, the spirit is fire, but the flesh is mid, and then starts biting down on the belt.
Wrong with you.
2.
Okay, this is going to take 2 hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Look at the drawing. There are hundreds of lines.
Yeah.
This is 2 hours of removing flesh from your back. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say you take any damage from this because it's carefully being done not to do that. But this is 2 hours of excruciating pain. Do the rest of you need to make a sand check to watch this happen?
Yeah, I've heard of a stick and poke, but this is more like a scrape and carve, and it's not great.
Yeah.
Mull can't see it, so he's doing okay.
Can I propose that Miles took the van and went to the store to get Liam all of his stuff to cast this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can rock up to an art store, Blick or something, and buy some carving wax.
That's where I'm at.
So I got 68 on my new 68 from the one that I got back. So
congrats.
Thanks.
I got 63, 1 over my 60.
I'm sorry, you're going to lose a point for violence. Or unnatural if what's freaking you out is carving sigils on the flesh and not just this is gross.
I think it is more of that. Yeah, now that you mention it.
So yeah, give me a D4.
Another 2.
Okay. You lose 1 willpower and 1 san as these 2 hours pass and you feel every stroke of pain across your back, but you can also feel it when he finishes the symbol because there is an electric current that snaps together inside you. Like it feels like it's running up your spine and your head feels clear. It feels clearer than it has in a while. Yeah. No, you're feeling pretty good.
When we talk about my head feeling clear, is this in a remembering thing? Because there's a couple things going on with Mull. Is this
There's a lot going on? There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in that Savior's head. Is it like the confusion, around everything we're doing? Is it the megalomania? Which parts is he feeling more clarity with? I guess
he is little by little piecing together his own memories, I think, within the context of your own megalomania. So you're gonna start putting back together the mission that you chose to forget.
Okay. I think that probably Mull is trying to hide all of that as much as possible from everyone. And when it gets done, he stands up and he's like, I once was blind, but now I see. We got into some shit, didn't we? And kind of looks around at all of you. And you can see like a newfound, before he had been like there just doing it, like with you guys, like as in, just following along. And now all of a sudden there's a little bit more of a spark in his eye.
Well, good to have you back. We probably ought to get to this meeting with the phosgene guy, right?
Yeah.
And Roger sits down, sanitizes his chisel, and pulls up his pant leg, gets started on his thigh.
Sweet.
Speed, Liam.
So you guys are driving? What do you think? Radio on or off?
Turn the radio up
Okay.
for that sweet sound.
All right.
Who's driving?
It's usually me, unless somebody else makes a move for it.
Nah. I feel like this is a time to keep the routine, as routine as things can be.
Yeah,
So-
Mull is just going to let you drive as
Okay.
as his driver, obviously. So he
Gracious of
appreciates
you.
that.
Yeah, so the four of you pull up to what appears to be like an abandoned housing development. There's blown out not even blown out windows, like chipboard covered windows where there's, I don't know, some sort of fire. There's no glass. And there is a panel van pulled right up outside the sort of side entrance to this, up a little driveway.
Looks like the spot. Is there
All right.
a signal? I don't know. Did anyone say anything about a signal? How do we...
No, nobody did.
Think you just waved $6,000 in the air.
Speaking of which, I assume you guys stopped and grabbed $6,000. What are you... So that's what, $60, $100 bills?
Or one $6,000 bill, yeah.
Yeah. What do you have your money in? An envelope? A brown paper bag? What's the deal?
First thought was obviously a giant bag with money signs on it, but I
Uh-huh.
think it probably actually is just an envelope. Whatever
Okay.
comes from the bank teller, or not even the bank teller, the ATM.
If it's just what comes from the ATM, you have a pocket full of $100 bills.
Let's do that. That sounds great.
Okay.
It's a pocket
Okay.
full of $100 bills.
It's
All
just
right.
like half a band in a briefcase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure. There's a guy sitting, he's not even sitting in the van. He's leaned up against it, smoking a cigarette. Looks like he's maybe been here a while. There are probably 15 cigarette butts down at his feet.
Who? Obviously, I'll be giving him the money. Which of you wants to come out there with me, if any? Otherwise, you could sit back and reflect, genuflect even.
Go for it. Now that your mind's clear, just don't make it complicated. Tell him we're here for Liam, hand him the money, check the canisters first.
I think I will volunteer to go as a silent second.
I think when you say check the canisters, I do look at Miles. Obviously I know this, so this is just for everyone else, but how would we check to make sure that the gas is there? Is there anything we can do?
Smell it.
Mull nods his head sagely. So I'll look for some heft, and then Mull gets out. Makes his way with the briefcase. He's emptied out, we'll say, his briefcase, because it had, his computer and some other shit in it.
Just on the floor of the van now.
Just on the spread out on the floor of the van, yeah, for sure. He takes the briefcase over.
Are you wearing a suit?
Yes.
Okay.
Potentially bleeding through the back of my suit as well.
Oh,
getting
yes. Sure. So
good.
this guy is in blue jeans, steel toe boots, a tap out shirt, and like a black ball cap with a racist symbol on it.
Sick.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah, that would be good information for someone else. For me,
Okey-doke.
I just walk
Suit.
up to him, suit on, maybe blood dripping down from the back of my, because I think canonically have a white shirt on as well.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah. Walk up and, brother Teddy, is that right?
Yep.
I have here the offerings. They should be fine. Do you have what we came for? The harvest?
He opens up the back. He's looking at you real funny, but he opens up the back of the van, and there are, 3 H-sized gas bottles. They are 5 feet tall and a foot in diameter apiece. made of steel. They look like, have you ever seen a welding gas cylinder? Yeah, they look a lot like that. Pretty big, hard to shake. So he shows you that there's 3 bottles. No obvious indication that these are, in fact, phosgene. No regulators. These do appear to be like welding tank bottles. They're steel and stamped as such. And Teddy says, all right. All right. Let me see the cash.
Well, I got it right here. I do. You know what this is supposed to be, right? What's in there? Those containers. And that's what's in there? Okay. Can I human him to see if I get any sense that he could be trying to pull one over on us, do you think?
Sure.
52 on in S60.
He's got pretty closed body language, but it's pretty confident body language. Not shifting from foot to foot.
Gotcha.
Not very twitchy at all. He seems calm. He doesn't seem like somebody who is worried about a confrontation.
Yep. Okay. Hey, I guess one way to take that would be that he's, didn't react to me asking him, right? He answered quickly, had kind of the body language that showed that he is confident. There's also probably people around us that would be, if we were to start something, this wouldn't be, he probably didn't come here by himself or unarmed.
Give me alertness.
16 on a 7 on a 20.
Oh, all right. So you're maybe glancing around during this, and yeah, you catch a glint of sunlight off of something in the 3rd story window of the building across the street.
Okay. Yeah, it's all here. Everything. Like you asked. So the suitcase is worth more than this, though. So I'm gonna need it back.
Great. All right. Look, and he goes over to the bottles and he rummages it around in a milk crate next to them, pulls out a battered brass regulator, screws it on hand tight. It has a drip hose and a pressure pitot tube, and he sticks the end of that into an Erlenmeyer flask with a rubber stopper, a glass tube, and something yellow at the bottom. He says, all right, look. He opens one of the tanks, and the glass bottle is instantly filled with a yellowish gas. He shuts the bottle valve. The yellow liquid at the bottom begins to turn blue. He says, all right, phosgene, we got a deal?
Yeah, this looks great. Right, Magpie? This'll do perfect for us.
Yeah.
Did you call him Magpie?
Ooh, do I?
I mean, it sounds like you did.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he has been calling us by explicitly not our names recently.
Yeah, I think
That's true.
so. Maybe even Brother Magpie.
Okay. You know what? I think your stance as an evangelical weirdo, maybe, isn't actually a huge minus on this front.
I was thinking that, the religion ship probably, this dude, if anybody, is used to this kind of shit,
Yeah, he's I forgot about that.
Yeah, it may not be his shtick, right, as a neo-Nazi or something, but he's this is the groups he's walking around buying guns from and shit.
He's for sure on the same side as the fundamentalist Christians.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He's like, this is for, this is to bring around the second Jerusalem. Sure, whatever. Give me $6,000.
Yep, that's exactly right.
And he goes to shake your hand.
Cool. Mull puts out a handshake.
Yep, very firm handshake. He's gonna roll human. 32. Do you have a degree?
Of a degree?
Like a college degree. That's what he's figuring out from his handshake.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
College. I mean, yeah. Yeah, he feels soft hands.
There you go.
These are the hands of an eBay buyer, not the hands of a blue-collar worker.
It didn't work because I should have picked something that you possibly could not figure out from Mull's soft hands.
Yeah.
But that was a joke, damn it.
Went well.
Yeah, really great.
Cut that.
Oh, God. All right, yeah. He helps you, he gives you a hand getting them off of his van and into yours. They're maybe 150, 200 pounds apiece. There's 3 of them. You don't have any way of securing these in the back of your van. He also takes the regulator off of it and stows it back in his milk crate.
We're just going to have these giant tanks fucking rolling around in the back of our truck, huh?
Yeah.
Anyone with above the base heavy machinery, or sure, medicine, first aid, whatever. Those... sorry?
Just are they all the same effective? Or some of them more suitable than others?
They're all the same effectiveness. You know that if you knock the handle off of one of these, you're donezo.
That seems pretty straightforward. I passed. Seems like I know
No,
that.
I'm just saying, if you have over that, you know this.
Got it.
This is information you are aware of, is you really do not want these to tip over. So, however you want to do that. Not that we need to play like the logistics game here.
Yeah, but I think somebody's probably holding them back, don't you think? I mean, we're basically like thinking that this is, it's obviously not a nuclear bomb, but it's like a fucking bomb in the back of your truck or your van.
Yeah, it's death in the backseat of your van.
Yeah, okay. I think we'll like lie down half of the seats, like the left side of the benches fold down and we stack them in, like 2 on the bottom and 1 up top in the middle. And we have somebody kind of like lying over the top of them.
I'm gonna say that Teddy watches you guys like fox goose grain these gas cylinders and like try and he goes back to his truck and he comes back with a length of like fairly flimsy chain. Just look, if you keep your back seats up, you can chain them to the back seat. If you just wedge it like this, and he gives you a hand securing them.
Great. We look like idiots, and this guy's giving us a shit ton of. That is kind of a terrifying idea. Thanks. We really appreciate it, Brother Teddy, as part of the cause. We gotta get out of here. And then Mull just gets into the car.
I do think we are accurately portraying the competency of militia members, so that's pretty
Agreed with that. This is probably what it really looks like, which I think is even more terrifying to me.
All right.
Shall we check on Rogers, or should we head back to Seattle?
I mean, if our plan is to... I guess we've got 2 plans. One was to try and use the brand on the thing, but the other was to try and spray gas into the hole. Do we want to execute both plans at the same time?
When
I'm
you
not
look at these maps, it kind of looks like a spiral leading somewhere. We have an approximated location, right, Mull?
Yeah, so he pulls up his phone, and those places, each address in order, they start out, and so one is where Belltown is, and then then it spirals outward in a spiral pattern, because they were in order, right? The 1 through 11 or whatever it was. When you put them in order and map it out, I put it in the Discord, it kind of maps out to a spiral that ends up in Finney Ridge.
Yeah.
Around Ballard. I don't know.
If you put a next dot on that spiral, it would literally be on top of my real house.
Really? That's badass. Do you want some gas at your house? Because we could totally drop that off.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if this is towards, it looks like a spiral kind of coming outwards. I'm not sure if the next thing would be where that spiral is going to happen, right? Like that would be around Discovery Park, Magnolia. Otherwise, Belltown is really the center of where the thing is spiraling out of. Do we have anything that would point us towards either of those places?
Real quick, Magpie, your phone starts to ring. Not your burner, your cell phone.
Yeah, I fumble for the wrong pocket for a second and bring it up. Hello?
Hey, Soren? It's me, Linnea. Listen, I just wanted to tell you, I didn't want you to hear it, but there was a bomb threat called in at work, and we've been evacuated, and I think everything is fine. But I just wanted to let you know I'm a little freaked out. But I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna be a little late, but am I gonna see you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it sounds like you're out of the crossfire. You get yourself far, far away from all that. Hard to say if I'm back tonight. I think I'm burning the midnight oil.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah, you be safe out there, you hear?
Okay. Love you. And she hangs up. Can you give me a sand check? This is going to be 0-1 for helplessness.
7.
Oops. Going to be 1 for helplessness then. I'm also going to say it is starting to get late in the day. It's getting a little dark. You might want to find somewhere to stay.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Should we stay around here?
I mean, I'm worried about Roger. I think we go back and crash at his place if that's all right, because it sounds like this brand is potentially pretty important.
I'll look at Mull. Okay. Yeah. Seems that way. So we'll go back to Rogers.
Yeah. As far as schedule stuff, I mean, the only thing we have down for tomorrow is meeting with Madison at Lake Union at 10. So
Plenty of time.
yeah. Any other
Yeah, we'll head
suggestions? Okay.
Okay.
Does Magpie say anything about that phone call? I'm trying to figure out if Mull would pick up on any of that. I don't actually feel like he would, if I'm being completely honest. Mull is in.
Mull's thinking about other stuff.
Yeah, Mull's thinking about other stuff. Because Mull's like got a pretty high hument, but I don't think it's being like used, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not being directed towards each of you guys, really. I think he has to like actively direct his like ability outward stuff. So, okay.
You know what, Jordan? I misspoke. I said it was a bomb threat that got called in. It's a shooting threat that got called in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sounds a little bit more in line with all these headlines.
Yeah.
And I'd be inclined to mention it to whomever seemed to have been kind of, putting pins in the corkboard and tracing it out.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think it super changes how you react.
Well, no, but it does feel like it's more in line with
Less just a random...
these previous incidents.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, if you tell us where it is, then I think Mull puts it on his little iPhone map that he's mapped out the spiral on.
Yeah, it does not fit on the spiral at all. It's way out, not on any of the, not on the arm. It's in, what do you think, like Central District, maybe? It's where your sister works?
Yeah, all right. Okay, I mean, clearly still the same area.
Yes.
Not.
I mean, is that something that we want to...
But we don't detour for anything right now.
All right. All right. Then to Rogers, is that what we want to do?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys drive to Rogers, and he lets you in. He's pushed a bunch of books and shit off a table where he's working on a wax carving. And it looks like he's doing what he said he would. It looks like it's slow going, but you can sort of see the shape taking form of, it looks like an inverse of the thing that he carved into Mull. I assume you ask him if you can crash at his place.
Yeah, 100%. I think that when we walk in, Mull is just like, Roger, we're going to have to stay here. We're going to have to make this church, unfortunately. Do you have extra bedding?
Yeah, I do. And he goes into the basement and brings up like 4 army cots.
So what do we want to do tonight?
Mull, how you feeling with that carving on your back?
Gotta be honest, this is the best I felt in a long time. Clear-headed.
What do you guys think? And I kind of look at Magpie and Miles, like, do we do it? Fuck it, I'll volunteer, whatever. Cut me up, man.
Here's the question. Do you have time
Yeah,
tonight?
that's a fair thought.
Because it's like 2 hours to get it done, right?
Well,
It
it
sounds
sounds
like it's 1 to 4.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is it? It's probably 9 p.m. now. I'm
Okay.
going to say you guys have time to get a carving done if somebody wants it. Otherwise, you can be researching other stuff. There's a lot of like materials in this house that you now have access to. You can be looking at the map some more to try and figure out what the next point is. There's all sorts of stuff you could be looking at if you wanted to. Who wants to be doing what? If we say the options are like look for more materials, investigate the map, get carved up.
I don't have anything that would be helpful with the map, but I could start digging through Rogers' stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I think that Mull put together the map, so he's probably I don't know how he's going to really approach that, besides maybe now that he's got his laptop out, he's actually like trying to Google each of the coordinates
Sure,
and put together more information, I would say.
Does anybody have science mathematics?
No, I only have computer science.
Same, yeah. I mean, would a navigate help? I don't have
It
navigate,
would.
but I think Magpie might be a navigate
Moorison
guy.
might too.
No, Moorison might.
Yeah, I have navigate.
And this doesn't have to be siloed stuff. You guys are except for if anyone is going to lay down for 1 to 4 hours, all of you can like work together and chat and crosstalk and like compare results. If you want to get carved up, that's going to take Liam out of his producing for a couple hours, and it's going to take you out of the research for a couple hours.
That was kind of my
Depending.
thought was, if it's going to slow him down, like we really need to just get the brand done, and that speeds everything up. It's basically industrialization of the process. So, yeah, all right, let's. I don't know. Yeah, I'll dig through materials, I guess.
Yeah, you find, and then what about you, Magpie? What are you up to?
You want to help me out with the map stuff then? If you guys are doing, if maybe Morris and Miles split off to do material
Sure.
stuff, we can do the map thing. if that
I'll
works,
gladly
since
back
you have
somebody up.
navigate. Yeah.
I don't have navigate.
Oh.
I have drive. I'll get you there. It just might not be where you wanted to go.
You know, as I'm thinking about this more, Magpie, I'm a little bit better with navigating and maps, doing backcountry stuff. And you probably, if there's medical stuff in here, you probably know more about that. So maybe we do a little swap.
What do you think, Coach?
Yeah. Okay.
Go, team.
Go team. So there are a few things available to you. Magpie, you find buried in like a box of documents, something you haven't, I think, seen before. It's a trifold pamphlet, and it says "On the Ascension of the Soul" on the front. And it's got some descriptions of meditation and how to do it. It's got a description of astral projection. And then on the back is a long sort of litany that it says is the mantra for ascension. And I can post that in the chat for you if you need it.
Mull might not, on account of he's already ascended, but I'm still down here on the ground.
Yeah. So this is...
Smells like check.
Check. This is what it says. I don't know if that rings any bells.
Since I was doing materials with him, I would probably glance at it as well and
Okay.
being like,
Yeah, you
you know
recognize that.
what? That's the chant. And that was in the pamphlet. That's what they did in San Juan to open up that portal thing.
Yeah, can I take a look at this literature and see if I can figure out where it was produced?
Yeah, sure. It says printed by Free Associate Press. You look that up. It's just a small pay as you go publishing thing. So not Roger. It looks like Arav probably put this together and sent it to be printed.
I guess I will pull aside any things that I find of note, but I'm not entirely sure what to do of it.
In Miles' search, he's looking for like a hard location where we need to go next. Like he's, maybe that's in the navigate thing, but he's also seeing if Liam was on to where this kid he's probably not a kid anymore, like ended up so we can hunt him down.
Yeah, you find an IRS printout that lists Anthony Hayden's home address, just as good as any.
Yeah. In Seattle, I'm assuming.
It is in Seattle proper.
Okay. Can I do a quick search on my encrypted laptop now that I brought my stuff in to see if I can see if he's been around, if he's been missing?
Yeah. So you can find his Facebook.
Last post.
No trouble.
Yeah.
Last post was in 2020.
Okay. Yep.
That also appears to be the last time anybody liked one of his photos, posted anything on his wall, anything like that.
Miles would also be trying to use his computer science to figure out and maybe even bureaucracy at this moment, to figure out like any trace he's left, right? Beyond social media, like maybe using this IRS thing to cross-reference something.
Yeah, it looks like he worked for Valerie's Coffee, but he stopped paying taxes in 2020. You're not finding any sort of digital or bureaucratic footprint of Anthony Hayden after the year 2020. Moorison and Mull. What is your navigate together and what is your computer science together?
I have base navigate, but my computer science is 50%.
Okay.
My
Do either of
navigate
you-
is 53.
53?
Mhm.
Do either of you have signals intelligence? SIGINT. In fact, does anybody in this team have SIGINT? Not a bit. Okay. Give me a straight int check at a minus 40.
Moorison, what's your intelligence?
65.
Well, I'm 75.
I failed.
Pass. 16 on a 35.
Okay. All right. The dates on these attacks follow some sort of pattern.
Oh, May.
Would you, with the pass, I can tell you what that is, or if you, Sam, would enjoy this puzzle, you may work on it.
Can I work on it for a little bit while we do other stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I want to try to figure something
And
out.
then, Moorison, with your navigate,
Mm-hmm.
if you take a look at the lengths, the distance, the arc lengths between each of those attacks, they seem to be increasing. So the next attack is going to be moderately to quite a bit further out.
Yeah.
It looks like it might be putting it in the water even.
Yeah. It's increasing at a fixed interval. Or not fixed
It
interval,
is.
but like a specific rate of
Yeah,
increase.
It does seem that way.
If only I'd paid attention in differential equations. Curses.
And then, let's see. Miles, is there anything Miles and Magpie are further specifically looking for?
Yeah, Miles would still be looking for anything that points at if Roger was onto this somehow. He would look through everything, and if he pulls the IRS stuff, he would look for more accounting-based things to see if he could look through numbers and find something like that, like anything. This guy has to not Liam or Roger, but Anthony has to have spent cash. He has to have done something. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there you do find evidence that was looked for. It looks as though his credit cards got pulled. It looks like Roger tried to go through. He wasn't able to access bank accounts, but it looks like he tried to do that. And yeah, nothing. Maybe this kid is dead, but you can't find any evidence of movement.
As we're looking through all this stuff, I think Moorison probably is asking hey, what are you guys finding? We figured out that it seems like these are a specific interval in time. The distance is increasing at a certain rate. Are you guys finding anything? Just kind of sharing knowledge amongst us as we, are trying to figure this out.
Yeah, with respect to that, I think I'm refreshing on the check the calendar post-it, and so I'm going to go look future and past to see if I can find any constellations with those dates.
Future and past of what, on the calendar?
On a calendar.
Yeah. It looks as though on the end of every month, Roger has written in red pen, circled ritual.
Good that he's regular. If I find any of these dates that these other incidents have occurred, is there anything annotated about? Are they present in his consciousness?
Yeah. You find a big Sharpie X on April 11th, 2024, circled. You find a big X on August 23rd, 2024, circled. And you find a big X on October 28th. These are the three most recent mass casualty incidents from the records.
Yeah, I mean, mathematics is one thing, and if we're looking at some sort of golden ratio or whatever, that's maybe a little bit beyond me. But just perhaps getting a feel of those X's are closer than those X's are closer to those X's. I'm looking at about where do I think the next X would?
If you're looking at the calendar like a map,
like a one-dimensional timeline, right? Where I see a big space and then perhaps a slightly smaller space and a smaller space and a smaller space. And I'm curious if I extrapolated that out where the next X would occur in that timeline.
I think that is exactly what I think you would have to like do this on paper for me to get what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I think I'm tearing the pieces of the leaflets of the calendar out and trying to, create
Sure.
a physical
Yeah.
map. Start sketching.
It looks like it is 134 days between April 11th and August 23rd.
Yeah, and then
But do you have these numbers for me,
I
Mull?
think I do. So I
Okay.
think from 5/11/21 to 9/22. Did I do these right? Hold on. They're basically going in patterns of 134, 66, and 277. The days between each date. And correct me if I'm wrong here. I just found this pattern. It looks like if you go from 9/22 to 11/27, that's 66 days. Then 66 days. Then 66 days. Then 134 days, then 277, then back to 134. And so then the most recent is from August to 23rd to October 28th, which I think is another 66 days.
So what's next?
I think from what I can tell, it's going to be another 66-day one, right? Does that be the pattern that I'm seeing here?
Well, so what's the next date?
So we got till the 2nd, and we don't know where we're going. So, or do we know where we're going yet? Did you guys figure it out?
Can I mean, I don't know if I rolled navigate or not. I think he kind of told me just looking at it, I could tell roughly where it'd be. Can I do some like orienteering, map charting stuff to figure that out?
Yeah. What is your navigate?
It's 53.
50? Yeah, maybe Bainbridge Island.
Okay. So we get some sleep tonight. If Rogers is done with the brand in the morning, then we brand ourselves and then head to Bainbridge, or do you want to meet Madeline?
Oh, right. What time are we supposed to meet Madeline?
I don't know
Madison.
why. Madison, sorry. Yeah.
Madison.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bainbridge seems like the next best thing, and she can deal with a phone call.
Yeah, I guess I would say, we have a couple of days, right? This isn't happening until the 2nd. Tomorrow would be the 31st. Is that right? Or 30th? How many days are in December? 30 days has September. Yeah.
Yep. We do have a few days, sure, if you want to push it down to the wire, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long this meeting with Madison is going to take.
That's true.
We could call her on our way there and be like, hey, are you there? What do you want to meet about? We've got a lead. Should we talk to you or go on the lead?
Yeah.
Places you have to be are Bainbridge Island, Anthony Hayden's apartment, meeting with Madison. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are your leads? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we could call her on the way. Wait, where was Hayden's apartment again?
It's in the city.
It's in the city. Do we want to try to hit that up tomorrow on our way out to Bainbridge?
If we think he's been there, somebody might be paying the rent, right? I guess, because, he's been off the radar for almost 5 years. So,
Yeah.
So I know you didn't find any evidence of his activity, but did you find any evidence that anyone was even looking for him? Like, he was part of this event, so it's possible that people just forgot him. And if this is contagious, potentially everything he interacts with, he's basically erased from existence, like as far as consciousness is concerned.
fuck. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we go to the apartment first then in the morning, right? And we try to catch him
we could probably
there.
do that before we meet with Madison.
Okay. And is somebody getting this carved into them, or we just... No, we're not. We're not doing that, right? So
We're doing
brand
research.
ourselves.
Yep.
And we're letting Liam work more on his brand.
I'm going to get some sleep then, guys.
All right. Can I have everyone's current sanity value?
68.
61.
58.
29.
Love it. So yeah, you all wind up hitting the lights right around midnight with your plans for the morning. And yeah, can I get Magpie, Moorison, and Mull to take off your headphones? Yeah. So the night passes pretty uneventfully. You wake up first. It is bright out. You're not in like a bedroom, so there aren't any curtains. So Oh, no, the shades are drawn, so
Yeah.
it is, in fact, dim when you wake up. But Roger is already up before you. He's in the kitchen making breakfast. You gonna go over there, say hi?
Hey, Roger, how you almost done with the brand?
Yeah, I was gonna get a little more work done on it this morning. And when you look at Roger, his face is all fucked up. Like, it is continuously shifting and warping, like water dripping on a watercolor.
Does this remind me of the kid's face when in the boat? No?
No, this is new. This is new and different.
Roger, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
There's something wrong with your face.
I feel all right. What's and this shifting is like, it's starting to get to you. It's starting to like give you a headache.
Yeah, I will hold my head and try not to look at him. Just be like, sorry, Roger, give me a minute here.
Yeah, okay. Do you need some like ibuprofen?
Oh, no.
Okay. And yeah, your vision is starting to darken at the edges, and your head is like splitting with pain, worse than you've ever felt before. Roger's like presence is he's becoming bright, like a burn spot in film, and he is beginning to radiate out in your vision.
Man, oh God. And I'll just start crawling away from him, like on the ground.
Yeah. Instead of that, your hand is going to reach down into your holster.
Okay.
You're going to pull out your gun, and you're going to press it to Roger's temple. You're going to squeeze the trigger. There is noise and instant relief. You wake up in bed. You've sweat through your sheet on the cot. You glance at your watch. It's been 25 minutes since you shut your eyes.
Oh my God. I will sit up, look around, see everybody sleeping probably, and see if I see Rogers.
Roger is probably in his bedroom. Yeah, can I get Magpie?
It's me.
It's you. Your night passes pretty uneventfully, honestly. You sleep well. You wake up in the morning. It's kind of dim because of the way Roger's got the shades pulled. But yeah, you wake up and he's already in the kitchen making breakfast.
I love a good uninterrupted night of sleep.
Yeah.
A little too good to be true.
Yeah, you go over there and see what he's making. And as Roger turns to you to like say good morning, his face is all fucked up. Like it's continuously shifting and warping, like water dripping on watercolors.
Okay.
Like this is something new.
I think I reach my hand out and do my best to figure out if his flesh is really smeared or if it's my vision that's compromised.
His flesh feels the way it looks, spongy and distorted. And he says, what's going on? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess I've just wandered in and he's got like a skillet of bacon. And I'm like, oh, it smells good. And he turns over and I just kind of like audibly gasp. He has a non-reaction and I'm just kind of, melting a little bit.
Yeah, and the longer you look at him, he's looking at him is making your head hurt. Like he's causing a headache.
It's almost like, I don't know if you've had migraines where you get a visual
exactly
aura
like it.
and it's
Yes.
like impossible to focus on the thing that's in the center of his face.
Yes.
And the peripheries are helping, but it just doesn't come into focus.
Your vision is blackening at the outsides, and he is his presence is starting to swell in your vision.
Am I still I'm just having a face-to-face
having
with
a
him?
time, yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just going to ask him, like, hey, what did you get up to last night?
I worked some more on the brand. I'm going to work a little bit more on it this morning.
Coming together, eh?
Yeah, it's coming along.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
And this is agony. His words are like dragging nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. I think there is like a constant flitting of eyes and an attempt to keep the tone steady. But, like, underneath, everything is just tremoring. I am going to kind of, like, loudly guess if anyone else has stirred and really just try to raise my voice such that somebody else is aware.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look back, Mull is sitting up in bed now, and his features are blurred too. He's got the exact same watercolor thing, and now it's on both sides of you. It's pressing on you.
I close my eyes very tightly and hope that something looks different when I reopen them.
You do that, and when you open your eyes again, you've got your gun out, and you reach out and you press it to Roger's temple, and you squeeze the trigger.
Oh, I do I?
There's a flash and immediate relief. The headache is gone, and you wake up in bed. You sweat through your cot. It's been 25 minutes since you fell asleep.
I think I go looking for my gun to figure out where it is.
Under your cot, I assume.
Yeah, I find it intact, and that's honestly a little bit disconcerting, and I'm going to disassemble it before I attempt to turn back over and go back.
Okay, yeah. You check the magazine, and there are the number of bullets that you expected.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. It's just like when I blink next time, will that still be the case?
Yep, exactly. All right, I'm going to talk to another player. All right, it's Agent Moorison's turn. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you have a good night's sleep. You wake up in the morning. It's pretty dim out because of the way that Roger keeps his blinds. But when you wake up, he's already in the kitchen cooking some breakfast. Yeah. Do you go over there and like say hi or whatever?
Yeah, probably I walk in and I see that there's breakfast. Is anyone else eating?
No one else is up yet.
Okay.
You're the first one to wake up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it looks like it's set out as though like we're meant to grab some, I grab some and I ask him like, "Hey, how's work going on the brand?"
Yeah. He turns to you. I got some work done on it last night, and I'm gonna keep working on it this morning. And when he turns to you, his face is all fucked up. Like it's continuously shifting and warping, like water distorting a watercolor. Just dripping and pooling and spreading and contracting.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look at him, you start to have just this splitting headache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably slowly, cautiously like back away and probably just like look down. Like,
yeah.
So I can see his body, but not his face.
Yeah. His presence is like film beginning to burn. The edges of your vision are darkening, and he is this intense bright spot, like magnesium white. And it is agony to like really be near him.
Yeah, I'd probably start to back away faster and maybe take some of the, I don't know, like the fork and the knife for like cutting sausage or whatever with me. Is the room
instead
the
of
same?
that?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, instead of that, you actually step forward towards him.
Mm-hmm.
You reach down and draw your gun, and you put it under his chin, and you squeeze the trigger. There's a bright light, noise, and immediate relief. You wake up in your cot, soaked through with sweat. It's been 25 minutes since you went to sleep.
Okay. I guess I try to take a look around and see what else is going on before I do anything.
Magpie, Moorison, Miles. It's midnight, and the three of you wake just gasping in the living room. You can still feel like the phantom pain in your head, behind your eyes.
You guys too?
Yeah. I saw Roger with a weird swirly water face, and I tried to get away, but for some reason I walked forward and just shot him right up under the chin.
Sounds exactly what my dream was.
I put my hands on his face, and it weren't just the way it looked.
It felt watery. Is that what you're saying?
Watery. That's not the word I'd put to it. It was mushy in a way that flesh ought not to be.
Do you guys think he's infected? Do you think we have to take care of him tonight?
Well, was he the only one you saw in your dream?
For me, yeah.
Did you see somebody else? My human is crap, but...
Yeah, well, I'll divulge that before I realized that it was, in fact, a dream, I was trying to get somebody else to come and see what I was seeing. And, well, Mull was in a dream, but he had the same face.
Okay. So they're both branded. Do we think the brand is backfiring? Or do we think it's actually protecting them? Like, can we believe ourselves in this moment?
You know, there was when Mull and I were going to that doctor's office, a guy came up to us and looked like he was going to shoot the place up, and he told us that something was happening to him in his dreams that told him to do that. It seems like something's messing with our dreams now. We can either, you know, my inclination is that maybe because we're not marked, we're susceptible to this dream stuff too, and maybe it's trying to make us kill them by making them weird to us in our dreams, but, you know, I can't say that for sure.
Yeah, right hard to tell who's on the right track. You know, is it them or us? I think the perspective is a little mirrored. What if we... What does your gut tell you? Do you feel as though the symbol could help, or is it just a liability?
I was never going to get that thing carved into me or branded on me. I think it might be hurting. I think that Mull's been acting fucking insane. Roger has always been fucking insane. And us three are the only sane ones here.
That is a reasonable idea. But what if the balance was just off? Just a little. I mean, you don't need to get that brand, but I would like to know for sure. What if I take it tonight and we see what tomorrow holds?
You mean do the brand right now?
The next time we lie down to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say I had my doubts, but when I was thinking about it, I mean, Roger doesn't seem to have forgotten, and we know that he's been putting this brand on himself for long enough that it's scarred up, and it's, you know, if he's really been putting it on himself for like months, maybe years now, maybe that's why he remembers. And if you're the only person who is sane in an insane world, the majority of people are going to think you're insane.
Okay. I don't trust either of them, but you're the coach, so you're in charge. Obviously, I'm not going to execute my friend and a stranger, so I'll follow your lead on it, but I'll be waiting in the wings to restrain them if we need to. But I'm not getting that thing on my body. Magpie, you can do what you want. I'll hold your hand through it, but it's not coming onto mine.
I don't want to, but I don't like this guessing game that we're playing, and I think the risk of not knowing is a little too strong right now.
That's fair. If you get the brand, and how do we know that we can trust that it didn't turn you into something?
Well, I guess what I was thinking is that we'd check in the morning to see, you know, what the dream situation looked like. Did you see me in your dreams? Did I have a dream at all? I'm not sure how many other ways there are to go about this.
Yeah, it's all right. Just, you know, if we're doing something as a test, usually you want to have like a verifiable end condition. So
Certainly.
Just wondering before we do it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, I think you're the control group, and it'd be nice if we had a bigger sample size, but I'm afraid we can't really afford to.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a plan, and it's getting late. We can try sleeping again and see you in the morning, hopefully.
Miles is going to take 15 minutes and draw an approximation of all those hand symbols in the ritual up and down both of his arms and cover his sleeves.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can totally do that. Sorry, I just dropped a die again.
And then he's going to write, like, to make them forget above each of them.
Sure. For sure. I love it. Are any of you, is everyone going back to sleep?
Yeah, I think Moorison is.
All right. I'm going to want to talk to each of you again in the order of Miles, Moorison, Magpie. Yeah, you wake up. It's morning. Everyone else is still asleep.
Okay.
And while they sleep, you have the exact same splitting headache looking at Moorison. And you know there's a way to make it stop.
Looking at Moorison sleeping?
Yeah, watching him sleep.
He doesn't have the sign, so I'm just like, oh,
No.
God.
You didn't have the sign.
I'm not a cold-blooded killer. I would get out of
Well,
the
you kind
room.
of are.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I would start stepping back and if I can, get out of
You
there as
cannot.
quick as possible. Okay.
Much like previously, as you attempt to leave the scenario, you draw your weapon, you press it to his head, you pull the trigger.
On Moorison?
On Moorison, you
Okay.
blow Morison's brains out. And as they splash across the floor where he's sleeping, you feel tremendous relief.
Okay.
And you wake up.
'Kay.
It's been 25 minutes. Yeah, Moorison, you sleep through the rest of the night.
Okay, cool.
And when you wake up, you're the first one to wake up. Everyone else is still in their cots. And when you check on them, when you look at Magpie, that exact same stabbing, ice pick, burning migraine flares up right behind your eyes. And you know there's a way to make it stop.
Kill him? Oh, yeah,
Pretty sure.
because that's what the
Pretty
dream
sure.
showed me.
Pretty sure.
Does anything happen if I look at anyone else?
No, Magpie seems to be the source of this pain.
Okay.
Although, actually, when you look at Mull, his face is fucking weird. It is distorted and shifting.
I kind of just like pinch myself to see if I'm really awake, or is this another
Yeah.
dream?
No, you're awake.
Okay. I just poke Mull. I'm like, hey, and I
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
rub
yeah,
my eyes, and I'm like, am I seeing what I seeing?
You go over there and you poke at him. He doesn't wake up, but are you poking him in the head?
I wasn't at first. I don't. Is there like a pencil or an eraser or something? Like, I don't know, a letter opener. I can not obviously stab him in the eye, but
ha!
you know.
Yeah, as you go looking for a pencil, as you reach down to grab one out of the bag, instead you draw your gun and you step over Mull's cot over to Magpie and you press the barrel to his temple and you squeeze the trigger. There's a bright light, noise, and immediate relief, and you wake up again. It's been another 25 minutes. Magpie, you sleep through the night. You are the first one to wake up in the morning.
For real this time.
Yeah, for real this time. And you glance over at your sleeping friends to make sure that, like, shit isn't fucked. Actually, when you look at Miles, that exact same, like, throbbing migraine just spikes through your head again.
And I gotta glance at everybody, and he's the only one.
He's the only one that's making your eyes water and is sort of burning himself into your retinas. But looking at Mull's face is still weird and fucked up, just like in that dream. As you step away to just get out of the same room as him, instead you step towards him. You draw your gun and you put the gun in Miles's mouth as he sleeps, and you squeeze the trigger. There's a bright flash, noise, his brains spray across the floor behind him, and you feel immediate relief. And you wake up again. It's been 25 minutes.
Well, guys, do you have any sedatives, Magpie?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go rifling. I'm sure I'm packing something
Yeah.
illicit.
What's your pharmacy?
Yeah, good. For this reason, 52.
You've got sedatives, you've got amphetamines, up, down, sideways. You want it, he's got it.
Do you think this will bite us? Oh, go ahead.
Wait, no, I'm going to offer it to you, and then again, I'm going to be the guinea pig, and I'm going to stay awake with nothing. Y'all take what you want.
Yeah, I'd already kind of resigned myself to this just being a long night of short naps and splitting headaches. This time, just double check. Woke up. We were in the cots. Well, didn't wake up. Dream woke up with the cots. Magpie, when I looked at you, I got the headache. I think your face was normal. Looked at Mull, he still had the weird face, but no headache from Mull.
Okay.
It was
Is
you
that-
I was after this time, Mike.
I executed Moorison while he was sleeping. So something trying to turn us against each other.
Seems like it.
Can I sacrifice one full power to negate this somehow?
No.
Well, Moorison, should we take sedatives? What do you think? Or is that going to fuck us in the morning?
I mean, is it gonna fuck us more than only sleeping for 25 minutes at a stretch and waking up all the time. Maybe not. I'm just not sure that it'll work. So I was planning to just do without. But if you want to, we'll wake you up in the morning.
I like the staggered approach. If Miles tries to get some proper rest, you try to do it the old-fashioned way, and I'll keep watch and make sure there's not a bullet in this place.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'll hand my handgun over to you, Moorison. We should probably put these in the car.
Yeah. Maybe just unload them, put all the ammo in one room, guns in the other.
Sure. Good idea.
Something loud in the way, so we all know if somebody goes digging.
I'll take the sedative.
Okay, sounds good. And Miles drops off back to sleep. Moorison and Magpie, you're staying up, smoking cigarettes and just staying awake or whatever. I don't know if either of you smoke, but I feel like that's the vibe at 2 a.m.
Everyone chain smokes on an occasion like this. Yeah, I mean, Moorison, you're welcome to try and get another wink if you think you can.
I'll give it a shot. I had nightmares before, so just repeatedly waking up with nightmares. It's old hat. None of it's real.
Moorison, you wake up 25 minutes later, drenched in sweat, having killed another friend. Miles does not wake up. Magpie, if you're watching them, Miles has entered REM sleep a short while ago. His eyes are moving rapidly, and he appears to be in a great amount of distress.
Yeah, I think when we were getting to the 25-minute mark or approaching there, watching Coach thrashing a bit, sweating profusely, maybe muttering a bit, I think I would just take the opportunity to measure Miles's pulse at the same time and try and get an idea of what, if anything, is happening in parallel, maybe.
Their heartbeats are racing.
If it seems as though Miles is still subdued, then I suppose I will go comfort Coach as he comes back to.
Hey. Yep.
No reprieve, eh?
No, round 3, much like rounds 1 and 2. How's Miles doing?
Better maybe, but it's not inert. We may have sealed him in there with something.
Yeah.
I hope he can get out.
Should we try to wake him up? Or what, did you give him something we can wake him up from?
I mean, I kind of just laid it out there. I'm not sure what he took.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I just give him some amphetamines. They'll cancel out.
Is that it? Yeah. One goes down, one goes up.
Do the
sure,
old
I know what I'm
pill
doing. Do you think we ought to rouse him?
I don't know. He doesn't look great, and I don't know what damage might be going on in there. If we wake him up and he's says, "Nah, I was fine, put me back under," I assume that's a thing we could do.
Yeah, I don't know that you can sleep today if you had meth for breakfast, but
no,
we try.
Fair.
You think you can wake him up with smelling salts?
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, Miles, you are dragged from just a blood-soaked nightmare, killing over and over and over and over and over, with agony never subsiding.
But okay. Don't take the sedatives. It's better to just be awake, guys.
It's gonna be a long night. I mean, it's gonna be a feckin' long time until the second.
Yeah, the only other
timeline up.
We need to move the timeline up. We're not gonna do this until the second. We're gonna end up killing somebody at this pace, so we need to do this tomorrow.
Yeah, well, if you want to get on the move now, we could load the other 2 in the back and get to it. What do we wait for the morning?
We're not sleeping, so
they shouldn't either.
Yeah.
So we could conceivably go to his apartment tonight, get there at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Because
2 a.m. now. How long is it?
6 a.m. So it'll be about 3 hours. We could conceivably get there then, and Mull and Liam, Roger could sleep in the car.
All right, let's do it.
Load them up. Okay, we wake everybody up.
Okay, who's doing the waking up?
Whoever's closest just kind of shakes them.
Somebody shakes you awake at 2 a.m.
Oh.
Not shake like yar, but
What's going on?
We're gonna go to Seattle now, man. So we can't. You can sleep in the car, but we're going to take off. We got to get this show going because something's happening to us when we sleep, and we don't have time to carve that symbol into all of our backs. So
Okay. Shit. Can you explain it on the way out there?
And yeah, we'll give him the download, like after we load up, I'll just tell him like about all of our dreams every 25 minutes and how we end up murdering somebody in our dreams and have a strong compulsion to do it.
I think as explaining that, like as you explained that to Mull, it all makes sense to him. He's
Does
not
it?
having that. Yeah, because he's not having any of those dreams, right? He's the one.
You were
And
dreaming about money. Yeah.
he's been dreaming about money and,
How
Golden streets.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, of course you guys are dealing with this. And luckily, that's why I'm here. I'm here to take this. As I said before, not all crosses are wooden, right? Some are wriggling worms in our brain.
So is somebody going to go wake Liam up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Liam doesn't want to go.
Why not, Liam?
Well, I'm more useful here. I can't. I gotta make the brand.
Okay, sure, man. You get some sleep, make the brand. Do you have a car still?
Yeah.
Okay, you do not forget to drive out to Seattle with that brand as fast as possible.
I can't go there.
Why?
It's too close. She'll find me.
Liam, she is going to find you regardless. Her spiral of influence is broadening with every mass killing. It's going to reach you. So we need to stop it now, or you're going to die anyway.
Can't you just come back and get it?
We don't have time. We got to stop it right now. Okay, make the brand and come to Seattle. Here is the phone number, and I'll give him my personal and the burner phone number. Do not forget these, and I'll write them down on 2 pieces of paper and a sticky note saying call immediately.
Yeah, make brand, call immediately.
MKBRND.
Yes,
Yeah.
so he understands it.
CLLMMDTLY.
Exactly. Okay, I grab him by the shoulders like, we need the brand to help protect us. So we're going to do some stuff in Seattle. We're going to try to head this off before you even have to come. But if you don't, like, get there, like, we need you there if we fail.
You want to roll human for me?
Me? Yeah, that's a 22 over 14, so critical fail.
Oops. Yep. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No,
All right, guys,
I
let's
think
get-
this is.
Let's get on the road. Liam's got her back, so.
It's got our back. Yeah, it seems like you really got through to him. Let's go.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'll take a picture of what he carved on the back as well and say, if it comes to this, I can try to carve this into you, Moorison.
Okay. Yep.